Hey, I'm featuring today. Welcome back to the District 7 channel, and oh my god, you have no idea how nice and refreshing it is for me to say that after not being here for the last 3 to 4 months, and it feels good to be back. Let me know how you guys have been, for the ones that's heard from me on this channel before, and to any of the new people that has came when I was gone. My name is Mr. Feeds, or JJ, refer to me as whatever the hell you want. I was the lead commentator for this team when I was last in here, but unfortunately I left for reasons we shall not discuss. But regardless of that, that's all in the past, and I'm glad to be back. And I just want to thank Thrismo and Josh for giving me the opportunity to come back to essentially where I began, really. And what I mean by that is I grew with this team, getting better at commentaries and stuff, and content, but let's just move on from that for now. And let's talk about this gameplay, which is insane from Josh or input. A 159 KD game with a triple nuclear equivalent streak. Josh, are you okay? Are you human? You need to teach me some of your tricks. It was his first game on Core, and he was just playing with some friends from his school. I don't know if any of you can relate to this one, but most of the time, when I go on with some of my friends from school, most of the time, they're just really bad and mess around, and they just scream down the mic, so I can't really play as normally, because I'll just either be laughing, or I just can't hear the game. I want your friends. This team, chill out. If you're getting 150, whatever the hell, to 1, mate, you can easily concentrate. I want your friends. Now that you know a little bit about the gameplay, let's go into something OG. Now, a decent amount of people may have heard about this story with my first girlfriend. I mean, it was the com that got me into this team last year, so why not have a little throwback in this commentary? Josh, you already know this one yourself, so we're going to have to retell the story for the first comeback. So, it was in year 6 for those people in the UK, but for those who may be in America, I believe that's grade 5. So around this time, I was just turning 12, I believe. So I was real young and didn't understand the concept of a girlfriend and how crazy they can be, but let's move on from that. So year 6, I was sat on the same table as this girl, and she was occasionally glancing at me. Obviously, I didn't think anything of it. I mean, for God's sake, I wasn't even 12. Around 4 PM after school, I know this is a big jump. I'm just saying what I can remember. I arrived home and got a message from the girl who we'll call Jasmine for this. I'm not going to say the name. So I got a message from Jasmine, and yes, I did have Facebook at that time, so I might have to go back and look at the images I put on at that time. That would be so hilarious. She was starting it off light, like how are you and stuff, and then cut straight to the chase, and do you want to be BF and GF? A little bit straight in there, but you have to understand why I said yes. I was 11. My brain didn't function correctly, and anything who asks, you take back then, and anyone or anything that would ask you, you would take back then, because she wasn't the best looking girl. But that's easy for me to say now. And standards were really low at that time, so I think you can imagine. I didn't want anyone knowing about this, because since it's primary, if you tell anybody about anything, it will spread around the whole of the classrooms like wildfire. So I didn't want her telling anybody, so what does she do? Tell a friend, which it then spreads around real quick, and soon enough everyone knew. But that was like weeks after. But the next day after she messages me, she doesn't even say a single word to me or look at me, as if she's embarrassed. Now, to me, that's insulting now when I look back at it, but to be honest, it was more of a text relationship. It was never gonna be something. I mean, to be fair, it did last into secondary, up to the end of the year 7 or grade 6, so I must have done something right. So like most nights after school, we would text each other about stuff, and we used to Skype. Yes, you heard right, Skype. Welcome to school at that time. Really, that was it for about 1.5 years straight, and then one night she just said that this kid called Michael told her I was seeing someone else and I didn't love her, which I didn't even know who this random geezer was at this time, so this was all gibberish to me. So I was like, who is this Michael kid? And she was like, unless you take me out somewhere, it's over. I'm sorry, we're 12 at this point, going on to 13. We can't just go to some fancy-ass restaurant for each other. And not only that, my dad is protective as hell, so that's never happening in a million years, and I'm sorry. But who asks to go at a restaurant at 12 years old for a date type thing? No, okay, no, it's way too young. Plus, we couldn't afford that unless it was a nice night out at KFC. Well, after that, I replied, well, I can't do that, but we can spend some time together at school, because I'm a nice romantic guy, you see, so I thought I'd be nice with what I've got to work with. And then, she blocked me. Yeah, your boy got blocked. But never said it was over, so I assumed it was another temper tantrum, which she had a lot of those, and to be honest, even though I was like 12, I was like, yeah, you know what, I'm peacing out of this. And yeah, the next day I went to her, it's done. I can't handle this. That may seem a little too much, but it's year 7. Come on, you don't react as you would now. I'm not gonna lie, it was probably one of the best decisions I've made in my life so far, but I wouldn't have dealt with it the same as I would now. But in year 10 or grade 9, it was my last sports day at school, and I was voted to do the tug of war for our form, and she did too. And we was right next to each other on the rope, and she was struggling, and all I said was, do you want me to move a little back to give her more space? And she gave me the dirtiest look, as if I just stabbed someone like 28 times. Like, okay, you want to be like that? You keep struggling. We won that, by the way. That was the story that got me into D7. I think I went into more detail because it was closer to that time. So it's been like a good 2 years since I've told that story. It's a very OG story and only a limited amount of people know about it. But that's all I've got for you in today's video. If you did enjoy, please be sure to leave a like rating, as it helps us out a lot. Let's aim for 35 likes on today's video. Let's see if we can get that. And if you're new around here and like what you see, press that red subscribe button and hit the notification bell so you don't miss an upload. Josh's link will be in the description. I heavily advise you check out his channel for some of these gameplays. My channel will also be in the description if you want to see out more from me. Also, if you want a way to keep energized when playing COD, make sure you go to Focus by Advanced. The link is in the description, and use code D7FAM at checkout to save 15% off your purchase. But that's all from me, and yeah, I'm Mr. Feed signing out. Peace.